Hello, crafty friends. I am back in the studio and I'm so happy to be stamping with you. Always, always happy to be stamping with you because even Mondays are made better by crafting. So that's why we do it on Mondays to make the rest of the week go fantastic. We're going to do a fun fold card because when I asked you on my Facebook page what you preferred to see, you all, well, not all, but most of you said you loved fun fold cards. Today we're going to do a flip top fun fold card, and well, I've seen some versions where they cut the whole cardstock down. I'm going to show you how to make it really easy. We're going to simplify it a little bit and it's going to be fun. So I'm choosing to use some new products. This is the Warms My Heart stamp set, which is new in the September-December mini catalog. Did you get yours? Hopefully you got your one. It's always funner to shop sometimes in a catalog, but I do want to remind you that many things are only available online. So don't skip looking online, but enjoy your catalog still, where you can take it to the bathroom, where you can look at it in bed, all of that. It's nice to have. So this is kind of a fun stamp set. It does not come with any dies. So I kind of designed the cards today around the fact that I didn't want to have to fussy cut any of these little images. I just wanted to stamp them on something. I do love to fussy cut, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to show you an option. So when you have an image that that is a little bit smaller than the full card front, you want to shrink the focal point area. And that's one of the tips for using these type of stamps. Now I did add a few other things to this, and I'll show you as I go along what we did. And I'm also using this beautiful, what is this? Splendid Autumn Designer Series paper. You've got just a wash on the back of color, but beautiful scenery. And I thought, well, that would be fun to use. And this is what I'm using right here, actually, this pumpkin patch on our card today. So you can see all of the gorgeous autumn scenery. Even if it's not quite turning in your area, you can enjoy it on the paper. So I took my 6x6 Designer Series paper, and if you got a paper share, hello, Carlene. If you received a paper share from me, then you have some 6x6 pieces, and this would be a good way to use this particular one, or you could use one of your other ones. So I will be doing another. If you missed this paper share, I'll be doing another one for the January, April mini catalog. Keep your eyes open. So I cut it down to 5, and I cut off this piece, so it was 5 1/4 tall. And then I cut it to 4 inches here, and I had an extra 2-inch piece here. You could use this one on the inside. You could use it for a different card. Doesn't matter. We'll show you a couple of options. Okay. I'm using a 8.5 by 11 piece of Cajun crepe cardstock. We're going to score it at 4 1/4. Make sure you use your light blade to score. You've seen me grab the wrong one and do it live on camera. So 4 1/4 right down the middle, hot dog style. Then turn it 90 degrees, and we're going to cut it off at 5 1/2 to make our card base. But the handy dandy thing about this is that the other piece that we need is the same, pretty much the same size. You could cut this in half at 2 3/4, which we're going to do in a minute, but you really only need about 5 1/4 inch tall with that score line right here underneath you. So I put that score line right here. I'm going to come out and cut it off. So you've got this piece to use on a different card. You've got this score line right there. That was our card front, but now we're going to turn it again and cut it at 2 3/4 inches. Now you have two pieces that you could use for two different cards, this same idea, plus a piece that you can use on something else. Always love to be able to save our paper. We're only going to need one of these. So in case you are a little confused by that, let me repeat. This is a 2 3/4 by 5 and a 1/4 inch piece of the same color of cardstock. See, it used to go like right like this. Can you see that? And you could use the whole piece and tape it, attach it underneath, but I wanted to save cardstock by 2 3/4. So 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. You get two out of them out of that second piece. All right, let's do some assembling and then we'll do some stamping. So we'll fold our card base in half. We will attach our scene on the front. It doesn't have to be a scene. This could be a pattern. In fact, I'll show you a Christmas version of this card at the end, because one of the beautiful things about this particular stamp set is that it covers, I like to call it the September, October/November, December, and January set, because it kind of has something for each of the varying seasons coming up. So there's our little piece on the front. We're going to take this piece and put some adhesive on the back side so that it folds back like this. And I want to see on the front where I want this to go. So I want it to go a little bit over here to the side, and I want it to fold over the top. So just fold the back of your card onto it, and it opens up like that. Got it? I want to really give that a good press with my bone folder so that it folds flat like this. Now, obviously, I don't want to see this. So on the inside, and besides that, this is too dark to write on. So let's just add a piece of basic beige to the inside. And that covers that right up. You don't have to worry about cutting down. In other versions that I've seen, another version I saw this morning, somebody had cut this piece off and then cut this piece down and then cut this piece off. And I said, nope, we're going to make it easy. We're going to make it easy. So it folds over like that. We've got our basics done. Let's do a little work on our focal point. So I am using the Everyday Details dies, and I'm using the large rectangle. You could use any rectangle dies you have, maybe the deco rectangles, or just cut a rectangle with your trimmer. I love the dots, the little holes that come around the edge, and I'm doing it backwards, but you got it. You got the idea. Ooh. Gotta get my strength back up. If anybody ever tells you need to exercise, no, just tell them, no, I stamp. Okay, now you're going to have some little dots here that you have to get rid of. This was a great idea, and I don't know if I've shared with you some, but I saw somebody had taken a kit box, and they put take your pick tool with the brush end on the inside of it, and then you can just rub it out like this. You can do the same for the die, so you don't have to. And it is all contained on the inside of this box. And I said, oh, I've got plenty of boxes. Great tip. Great tip. And then you can also use your die or your paper to just kind of get the rest of it off of your cutting plate. Dump it out later. Okay. I also keep my washi tape when I'm doing really tiny things that I'm cutting out. So nice, right? Let's stamp. We're going to, since this has a pumpkin patch, we're going to use our cute little gal walking by carrying her pumpkins. And one of the sentiments in this stamp set says, hey, pumpkin, this is going to be this would be a good card to use for a birthday or a congratulations card of any sort. So I want to kind of have her moving along. I'm going to make sure she's kind of standing up straight. I'm not going to drop those pumpkins. Let's stamp Hey Pumpkin while we're at it too. I'm hoping it'll fit over the top of her. Let's find out. Hey Pumpkin. I'm all about the pumpkin spice. So if you are a pumpkin person, raise your hand. If you're an apple person, say shout out that you like apple. I'm both, but if I had to choose, it would be pumpkin. I'm always happy for this season, and they started it early this year was great. So we'll start with we'll color her skin, and this is the ivory and bronze duo. We have a whole selection, so you can have any color of skin that you want in our, I don't even know what they're called, but there's called medium, deep, color combinations, light. So it depends on what skin you have. You can really choose maybe you had a really good suntan this year too, and you need to have make your skin a little bit darker. Maybe you are blessed with beautiful dark skin like my sisters. You would never know that we were sisters. They have beautiful dark skin and dark hair, and I got the white poster child here today. So it's funny how genetics work. It is funny how genetics work. So I'm just coloring in, and you can do this as detailed or as simple as you'd like. When I'm doing small edges like this, I don't think I can make you get closer. I don't think I can. I try to use this bullet end of the Stampin' Blends that I'm using to color, because it's just easy to do a little more control of that. So I've kind of just gone along the lines of the stamp there, and then we'll color it in with our dark pumpkin pie. So I've got a Cajun craze and then the light and dark pumpkin pie. We have different kinds of pumpkins, so we're going to do, maybe I'll leave one as a ghost pumpkin, because those beautiful white pumpkins, maybe we'll just give it a little bit of yellow, a little bit of orange right here, just to kind of make it recognizable. Pumpkins are done. Let's use a little bit of green for the stems. Light one for the ghost pumpkin, and maybe a little squiggle on the vine to give it a little greenery. And then I'm also going to make her shirt green, I think, because it's just easy to do when I've got it right here. So we'll give her a little bit of, oh, I forgot to do her hand. That's okay. That's all right. We've got the color right here, so I can bring it back in. My ivory hand there. And let's see. Oh, I wanted to also pull back I was going to use the bronze on her boot. Just color it all in bronze. And then her overalls, and she's done. And that is all the coloring we have to do. So I'm going to start with the dark one this time and decide where, like under right here, she'd be having a shadow under her arm, carrying all those pumpkins. You go along the lines and then just blend them all together. With the light one. Just go right over the top of your dark and blend it out. So you've got a little bit of shadow and light. That's the really quick version. Okay, we've got her colored. Let's bring her up a little closer. She's all ready to go on our card. Bring our card back. Okay, so we're going to just put her right on here. No other layers necessary. And she just happens to fit right here perfectly. Isn't that nice? Then because we open it up like this, we want to have something else. So I've already created this one that says, this calls for pumpkin spice. I used the More Than Autumn stamp set bundle, actually. Right there. Carlene's an apple person. Good. I'm a pumpkin spice person. And so, of course, I had to have my pumpkin spice. I don't drink latte, but I do love pumpkin spice hot chocolate and pumpkin pie. My husband's already eaten 2 Costco pumpkin pies. I have helped him a little bit, but not a lot. So right here, we wanted to open up and say, this calls for pumpkin spice. This could be a celebration of your friend who also, oh, I'm using my, no mistakes, just different, a different adhesive. I wanted to pull that one right off. We'll use our regular seal. I'm going to just put it at the top of my designer series paper right there. So, hey, pumpkin, this calls for pumpkin spice. Then you open it up. Now, if you wanted to include, let's say, a gift card inside this, you would attach this piece as so, like so. And I am going to bring back in my Seal Plus. Or you could use your tear and tape, but just put this designer series paper. You're going to put adhesive right around 3 edges, the outside edge, the top, and the bottom. So can you see that? Yes, you can. Flip it over. I don't have a gift card right here, but look at this. It goes right inside. It could go right inside there like that. And it could be a celebration. It could be a birthday. Hey, pumpkin, this calls for pumpkin spice. You could put happy birthday. You could write a note. You could slip in a gift card. Super easy, super fast. And I folded it the wrong way. There we go, with that little flap that goes right over the top. You could add other embellishments if you want to. We have a lot of fun fall embellishments. Let me grab some. Depending on whether or not you are handing this to them or mailing it, you may choose different types. This is the one that comes, oh no, that's the one that comes with the other suite. This one right here is kind of fun. These are called Earth Tones Shimmer Gems. We can add a couple of these to it, just for fun. And it has a little bit of this basic beige. Oh, I've got my wrong piece on here, so I'll just use my scissors. So you can say, hey, pumpkin, big one, small one, small one. A little shimmer on there. That gives it a little shimmer. Let me show you the Christmas version using this same stamp set. This one says, deck the halls with wreaths and holly. And then when you open it up, you've got the mistletoe for someone special, or the holly, or the there you go. And then inside it's just a regular card. With this one, I used I added the Sentimental Wishes stamp sets for the someone special and the bow and the holly and the deck the halls with, well, this one, deck the halls with wreath and holly, is from the Warms My Heart. Right there. So those two created that. And I added the More Than Autumn to create my pumpkin one, along with the Warms My Heart stamp set. But you've got 2 different versions, so you can kind of see what a fun fold that is. Thank you. Just kind of a fun way to, oh God, that one's kind of sticking off. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope hope you learned something fun and new. An easy fun fold with a flip top, a card that you can easily make and then still have some, without wasting much paper. In fact, you don't waste any. Make another one out of this one. Keep this one for another card. A good sized piece. All right. I'll be back again next Monday with more crafting for you. Now that I've returned home from kissing on my grandbaby, I'm ready to do a little, get into my stamp room and get back to work. Thanks for joining me, and thank you for your orders. I do appreciate them. You don't know how much they help small businesses, but we unlike some unnamed Chinese online marketers, we really do appreciate it, and we teach you how to use it. They do not teach you how to use all of your supplies. So thank you for your support that way as well. Support your local crafter and your small businesses in your local area. Thank you.